All right. It is July 18th. Just kidding. It's October 18th, guys, and this is the Wolf of Crypto. And we're going to just be going through some things. This is actually, I know I don't have any subscribers now. I really don't care. This is for my boy, brothers from a different mother type of thing. Pure Kane from the East Coast crypto community. The reason why I mess with East Coast crypto and the reason why I'm in there is because those guys are the best Discord I've ever seen. I think I talked about this in the last video, but these people actually care about your well-being. Now, they've done a lot of stuff and they make really good money, and they've helped me out a lot. Just Pure Kane yesterday with his video telling me about BitPay was a huge help because I had gone to so many different places, Bitstamp, a lot of places that carried cards, and they just wanted to approve me. So I haven't got approved yet, but I'm pretty sure BitPay will, get me set up. And that way I can start paying my bills with crypto. Man, I've been waiting for that for a long time. I don't even know why I would even need Dash or Pay anymore, if I got a thing that will just take Bitcoin, right? So let's go ahead and look at the charts. We were talking about Flik, and I got a special thing for the whole East Coast community, anybody who watches, but the East Coast crypto community. It's an ICO, it's not Electronium. The thing about Electronium, it's gonna do what it's gonna do. It's gonna be huge. I got the date circled because I'm gonna trade it because I'm not gonna buy it. I don't want them, the first company to mine, doing shit on my phone. Like, even though I have faith in them, I just don't want to be that, the first one. I don't want to be the first guinea pig to be experienced on. Everything else checks out 100%. I've seen them from a month ago, when they were first kind of doing their marketing. I guess it was like the pre-ICO. I don't even know what you call those now. And I thought it was a good idea. What I've heard is that, and I might be incorrect on this, but there is one ICO that starts with an E that Mark Cuban and Ashton Kutcher have put money into. They're not endorsing it. There's a difference between endorsing and, Floyd Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather endorses his the ICOs, meaning that he's not giving his money, even though his time is money. He's just giving his time for money. He's not really putting money into it. You can say you are by giving your time because they're, celebrities. Their time is worth money. Everybody's time is worth money. So, with that being said, Ashton Kutcher, they're not coming out in front saying, hey, this is what we invested into, you should too. And Mark Cuban, they're not saying that. This is just one of the many things that they're investing into. Bitcoin, Mark Cuban, just with his tweet alone back in, June or July or September, whenever it was, saying maybe I should look at this Bitcoin thing, made the market rise. That was a help. There was a lot of things that unfolded. The Forbes, cover. The Mayweather fight against McGregor. Those things were just like overlapping each other from mainstream media about Bitcoin. And then boom, it goes up to $5,000. So anyway, what I was trying to say though, there is a difference. But Electronium has made sense. Now they're starting to get me kind of confused with the gaming and everything, but that's how wide they're thinking. They're like, we can do this and this and this. Now, the thing is, I know for a fact, we've been trying to decentralize the cloud. I've looked at Siacoin. I've looked at BTDX, which I think might be the best, or Cloud. which I do not like Ethereum companies just because I've lost money every single time on either Delta. Um, but you're going to be forced to like Ethereum, and I'll come back to that in a little bit with trading with Ethereum. But they are an Ethereum. Cloud is an Ethereum company that I think is already ready and has a package with a decentralized cloud. Now, Siacoin was claiming to be, a tenth of the cost of Amazon, and that's great and all, but where is Siacoin today? Okay, let's go ahead and type these in so we can actually look them up instead of just listening to me. Siacoin. It was like one of the first things I looked up. That and Pivx were the first two coins I looked up. This thing's trading at 76 BTC. The market cap's only 125 million. It's still ranked 5th. People still have faith in them. Right now, it's undervalued, actually. But, it is what it is. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. Let's see. Okay, I guess, back in July, every map looks like this that's been around for a little while. I guess they only went up to 725. So that's not even that bad. But, their whole thing was they were going to decentralize the cloud and, make it so much cheaper. $10 when Amazon's charging 115 for 5 terabytes. Let's just go ahead and do one. Now, I live on the Silicon Slopes in Utah County, Utah. So, people don't know what that is. It's a new Silicon Valley. Seriously, I live right down the street from Adobe. The new Adobe building is crazy. Oracle, you name it, almost every company's moved out here. It's cheaper land, There's a lot of people from San Francisco out here. So let's go back to, these coins. All right, so yeah, they were going to cut this and cut the bandwidth. This is the biggest thing. They were going to cut the cost by a ton, but it's taking forever and people are starting to lose their patience. So you go back here and you say, okay, well, let's look at some other ones. Now, this one I heard through other people. And it's kind of funny because it looks like the IBM Watson logo. Whoops. The cloud. Oh, there we go. Computer's just lagging, of course. BitCloud. So these guys aren't bad at all. I've actually made some good money off them. Look at this thing, dude. It's all over the place. I don't know the market cap. They do a lot of wallet swaps and stuff, along with Pura. And it's nothing to be unexpected. It's just what they're doing right now. So when people get all confused with these market caps and stuff, don't worry about it. I'm not going to explain it because it'll take too long. But, they make... they're trading at 50. They're trading at a lot more, and I know a lot of people. It used to be BTD, and now it's BTDX, because they swapped the chain for a better one. But this one's been doing good, and they're decentralizing the cloud, and their rate was about the same. All right, so that's all good, but who's gonna win? And that's why I forgot that they went to masternodes instead of other things. Let's see here. But who's gonna be first in the market, dude? That's what really people care about. Now I heard about cloud. I looked into investing in it because somebody was saying that it's ready to go. Dude. Wow, another Ethereum scam, I think. Everybody knows that Ethereum has taken more money from Bitcoin than anything. They've crashed. I've lost so much money with Ethereum. I've just honestly, screw it. But at the same time, it can be really profitable if you do the right things. But like, you don't want to call someone crypto, you're talking about how great it is, dude. That thing was crashing all the time. I know people on Coinbase that were getting it for $80 because they was having spikes when it was $300, you know. And now it's just not that great. I don't trust them. I don't get it, and I don't care to. So Cloud is gone. Let's see if we can even look at Cloud up here. This BK is a real, yeah, it looks like they took even the ICO. They had a real, here's one thing. Oh, it's on Bitfinex, that's why. Anyway, this is basically saying that they were ready to go. Look, he's got CoinMarketCap right here.
Well, it's a high point.
So now it's not even on CoinMarketCap.
27.
Which means this thing was just a scam.
At the beginning of the month. So,
and this is the guy actually
if it
who told me
recovers to
about
that, then I've almost doubled.
So, you know, okay, I know it's Cloud. They said that they had a ready to go. I'm just barely finding this out. That's why I'm like, what the heck? You know, they had a ready to go product. It was only 50% cheaper. It was on CoinExchange for a little bit. Let's go ahead and check CoinExchange. Man, if CoinExchange doesn't have it, then it's gone. Like, and that's just another Ethereum. You know, you would think out of anybody, Ethereum would be checking. Jeez, you would think that Ethereum would be checking out businesses, but they've just been allowing anybody and everybody. See a Bitcoin, dude. So this one's pretty solid, man. Like, I mean, you can make a lot of money. Look at this thing, dude. One day, boom, boom, and it's never in these top ones. You find the best deals down here because they're not being hoarded by a bunch of, like this thing is about to go off of line. That's why people are pumping it. You just have to know what's going on. Anyway, let's talk about the one that I'm interested in. And I made a bad decision on, but I know it's going to pay out. BNB Exchange is going to be listing them, which is good news. I don't know why this computer's taking forever, but Flik, I'm still on it. Like, the numbers are very deceiving because it's like, oh, down 50% from, you know, yesterday. When it's not down 50%, it never even hit, you know, whatever you call it, 6,000 sats. I always try talking sats, but I get mixed up. So, well, not in the last 24 hours, but anyway, what I was trying to say is that there's a well. Not only on Flik, but on Regal Coin. And also, I don't know if it's East Coast community or what, but they're being really smart and they're just making money in the cut. But what I mean by that is that they're just in the split and they'll just buy it and then sell it. And then, you know, they just wait for people to panic sell. And then they'll buy it and then they don't put it on the exchange for sale. And it gets people really confused, and so they start looking at volume and everything, and nothing adds up, and you know, it's just funny. There's so many ways to make money on a coin exchange, and coin exchange is so much cheaper than Bittrex, and you know, I left them a long time ago. If anybody knows, you know, everybody on the Discord knows I hated Bittrex because I've made so much more money on coin exchange and have been able to transfer it into wallets and everything. That I don't even know why I was putting money into Bittrex besides that I bought the bot. But even with the bot, I made profit, but I was like, man, I can do this with, you know, coin exchange. It looks like my computer's frozen, of course. And I wanted to show you guys some other things. An ICO that I think will be great for the community. This thing is huge, but there's no hurry to get into it. It's so early that we will all make a lot of money, and I'll just have to put it in my next video. If you guys want to look into it, Pure Cane, if you want to look into it, it's India Hash ICO. Now, what they are, they represent a lot of all the big brands. You name it, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, boom, boom, Nike. You can name any big brand that they represent them in a social media way. So they're already a huge company, and now they're like, you know, anybody who's huge and not stupid is represent, and especially if they're out of the country, a lot of times they know what the crypto movement is doing. And that's why I get kind of frustrated here in America, because everywhere else, people are allowed to invest. In Red Pulse, for instance, man, that was a huge moneymaker. That was a huge moneymaker, and you're not allowed to invest. It was said straight up you could not invest if you're a U.S. citizen or a China citizen, and that's stupid. Like, why can't we invest? And so the people that are making the real money, I'll just go ahead and say it. The people that are making the most money are the English right now. The English, the Australians, the Japanese. I mean, that's why Bitcoin's kind of good. It's stimulating the rest of the world's economy. By the time it hits America, Ripple will basically hit America. And Ripple, I think, is literally going to trump all. People laugh when I say that, but man, Google doesn't mess around. The U.S. government doesn't mess around. Google and the U.S. government, we all know we're in bed together. Jeez, come on. Another thing in Silicon Valley, right across the valley from me, is the NSA. It's huge. It looks, sometimes I literally think, sometimes I've had thoughts that they're just dropping blocks, because that thing has grown so big in the last 2 years that I've been like, what the heck? It's just a huge, government building. It's all concrete and things like that. So anyway, with that being said, I just wanted to let you guys know what I'm doing, what my strategy is. Somebody was saying earlier with Flik that, and I can't even, connect the chart right now because the computer is giving me some fuss. But with Flik, that it was going to go down to 2,400. I told him shut up because they're making people panic. So, but it looks like it's going to go down to 2,400. Everybody knows, though, it's going to go back up. I don't know when. I think it's going to boom right before the token burn and then crash, until it's worth something. The thing that does not make any sense at all with Flik is that they have 600 million tokens and they're burning all of them to create 80 million, or it might be billion. It doesn't matter. That is the dumbest thing. It's not the dumbest thing, but come on, dude. Nobody's buying 600 million Flik tokens. Nobody. So to say that you're burning them is just to get hype. But TI, and ironically enough, the BitPay, Tony Galipi or Galapi, he's on the board, but they're investors. I know TI is a very smart businessman. I've been rocking with TI for a long time, man. And he is very smart, and I don't think he'd ever associate his name with something that was going to screw over a ton of people. Like, yeah, this is the crypto world. You will lose money if you do a ton of things. Never go all in. Everybody wants your Bitcoin. But with that being said, there are people out there with principles. He's not on there sitting there being like, buy, doing Instagram things with a Flik credit card and he's buying at the Gucci store or whatever, He's just, he's just there, The CEO is a director, they're based out of Dubai, like a lot of these things. Anybody with the last That's .io is usually from Dubai that I've found. Coin exchange, and that's why I get nervous dealing with coin exchange, because you never know. The government could just be like, boom, we don't want you dealing with crypto until we get it sorted out. But in the meantime, all your stuff on the exchanges is gone. Tracy Mayer, I like to follow him because he's really right. He's the CEO or co-founder of Kraken, and they are the only legit. I actually looked into this yesterday. They're the only legit company in the United States. Bittrex has got the Seattle skyline. I don't trust Bittrex. I haven't been for a while. Ever since it became just a pump and dump clown town, I have not trusted Bittrex. They would just suppress coins forever. Now they're, banning or getting rid of accounts. I don't know if they're trying to legitimize things or what they're trying to do. I don't really care until they come back with a license like Gemini from New York, Kraken from New York, Coinbase, GDAX. I don't even really want to mess with those guys. I'd rather go, mess around in places that you can make money. Now everybody comes here. When they first come here, they're like, "What? This is crazy." The percentages are nuts, and it's true. But once you get used to coin exchange, you'll realize. And I see more and more YouTubers going over to coin exchange because of these big coins being released here. But you'll realize that once you figure out how it works. For instance, I'll just give you a little thing that we used to do. So when I was not, spending all my time with my kids, and was trading full time, we were pumping and dumping all the time on here. It was almost like a game though. It was fun back then. It was like, hey, let's see who can, who gets stuck with this one, and it was cool. The troll box was legit. There's only a few people in the troll box that are from back, when we were doing things. But it was really, now they got an admin in there having to freaking, whatever, ban people because they got so many stupid people in there that are just trying to, pump their own things. But back in the day, we'd have real conversations about real things. And so, it's too bad I can't show a lot of this stuff. But on that note, it's just turned into a, really crappy thing. Again, here's Bitcoin, the BitCloud. I can't even get into any other page. Worst time to freeze, of course, when I'm on a YouTube video, but, my YouTube channel, like I said, a lot of people don't watch it, so there you go. Once people start, watching it, maybe I'll get some software. Until then, or like a professional intro, because mine is me. But until then, it's just gonna be yours truly. I don't have any investors. That's another thing about living out here, man. People think I am nuts, and then a year later they'll be wanting all the information that I have, and I'm like, you go do your own homework. For 2 years I sat there and promoted Bitcoin and tried to tell everybody about Bitcoin. We at the old work I was working at, we hated the 401k plan. We thought it was too slow. We thought we could do better with stocks. I remember telling all of them, I was like, I'm putting all mine into Bitcoin. They thought I was like the stupidest person, and I didn't put all of it into, but I put a lot of it into Bitcoin, and it's boomed, of course. But a lot of that has been spent, taking care of my life in the last 9 months. I haven't even had a job for 9 months. And so some people are like, well, and, why haven't you had a job? And it's like, well, I was making enough money, crypto trading. But now with all the regulations, I can see them from a mile away, and it's just going to get worse. The U.S. is regulating it, and they're plugging holes, because you used to be able to do a lot of stuff. I used to be able to do a lot more things with Bitcoin. The coast is different. The coasts are always different. Atlanta, New York, Florida, California, Seattle, they're always different. There's always more, even just big cities, period. There's more people doing local Bitcoin and more people doing Bitcoin, period, than here in the States. But nobody even knows what I'm talking about. On LinkedIn, I'm like a rock star, There's people hitting me up constantly, dude, wanting me to look at their ICOs and giving me feedback on things, and I'm just ignoring them. I'd rather chat with people on the East Coast Crypto Discord than, and give them information than people I don't even know. Even though I only know screen names. But anyway, that's kind of it. I can't show you guys anything because the screen's shut. You can see that little wheel spinning. Thank you, Apple. Gosh. But I was going to show you how you can actually trade better and make more money with Ethereum over Flik. And it's taken me a long time to realize that. But people with Ethereum are, they're just buying up here with Bitcoin. They're going down there and trading with Ethereum and Litecoin. And I was going to show you how my friend on here, he's been doing this for a long time at Coin Exchange. He's from England, and he just did a pump today where he doubled his Litecoin, his Ethereum, and Bitcoin. I was thinking Ethereum Classic, but it wasn't Ethereum Classic. It was just Ethereum and Bitcoin. And that was just today. He's working on this pump, and the thing is, it's a legit company. It's DFS. They are the next No Limit. People are actually looking at their developers better than the No Limit coin developers, and that's what's taken a lot of stuff from the No Limit crew. So anyway, I gotta go, but I just wanted to shout out to Pure Kane because he's been really cool and just telling me seriously just about BitPay, because I don't even have enough time to run through and check who all will do will take who all will take Bitcoin nowadays, because a lot of people will, but when you actually go there they don't, which is kind of confusing. But shout out to the East Coast crypto community in a whole. They've accepted me, they've embraced me. Now if I can just get a job, I could be crushing it. Man, if I had a job right now, that's what I'm really trying to do, is just get a job and then trade like part-time, because man, all I need is like a couple hours a week sometimes, and I'll just be like boom, making money, and if I can get a job, and to me, I'm putting all my money into crypto for now. Okay, not all my money. I'm saying all my investments will go into Bitcoin. The reason why is because I know that Bitcoin will go up to 27,000, and then it's going to be, and Marcus, you can timestamp this day. Once it gets to 27,000, I don't think it's going to hit more than that. I think it's going to crash, to tell you the truth. In 20,000, oddly enough, if you want to be, it will probably be in, man, I could see it hitting it next year if we have a run like this year. But obviously, the more people that come in are stabilizing it. It's still traded more than anything in the world, though. So you have to take that into account. Banks are just going to buy it and put it away, just like they suppressed gold. They're doing the same. They're going to do the same thing to Bitcoin. They're just going to buy it and put it away, buy it and put it away until they have the majority of it, and the people have given up on, not given up, because there's some people like the early developers that are just holding it forever. They don't care. That's what people did with gold, though, and then when they ran out of assets or ran out of currency and stuff like that, they went to go to gold, and gold's been suppressed. Bitcoin's the only thing actually that's made it tradable. It was stuck at $1,200 for years, and then Bitcoin surpassed it, and now the banks are obviously getting disturbed because they're letting up on their gold, and the gold has been trading at all-time highs, which is very interesting. This is the whole, Bitcoin hasn't just taught me about money and cryptocurrency and things like that. It's taught me about the economy of the world and how people are thinking. And even though we don't think like that in America, because we're more concerned with, stupid stuff that goes on in reality TV, Spencer and Heidi having a baby in crystals, things that do not make sense at all to me. I don't even watch any of that stuff. The rest of the world's worried about finance. England is crushing it right now. The bank that actually holds my online wallet is from Luxembourg. So the USA just needs to make it legal, period, and let people do what they want. It's dumb that they keep on going back and forth. It's so stupid. On that being said, I want to give you guys one last thing, and that was go to India Hash. I'm going to go ahead and do another video when I get this freaking computer fixed. Never does this, but decided to today. And on that, we'll go ahead and leave. But India Hash, ICO, we're going to come for you. I think it's going to be a lot better than any ICO that we have participated in. And with that, peace out. Ugh. I love you guys in East Coast. Keep it up. You guys always show love, even though I ain't I don't have, general status or anything like that. You guys are the realest.